Hello everyone, day 2! I had a very good sleep. Yeah, and I'm in this place here with some really nice garden, as you can see. Today I'm planning to go to the abandoned hotel, and then I will probably climb Mount Couture. We also make a shamanic trip. That's one of the big milestones for me today. And then I want to just have around Bedugul area maybe, and maybe I'll head to the sea. I'm not sure really what we'll do. But yeah, I'm a little bit running out of money because last night's stay was much more expensive than I expected. But I'm going to catch up with some cheap Indonesian food. Breakfast time! I found a small place on the main road. It looks good. Finished eating. One of the things I try to avoid at all costs is this. Walking right next to the main road. It's not all butterflies and rainbows. Found my way to the road on which I came yesterday actually, in the night. It was around 40 minutes of darkness and climbing and going down and climbing and going down. But at least it's not full of traffic. It was quite funny yesterday actually how many people stopped to offer me a ride. They were like, what the fuck is this woman doing here? Yeah, and one of the things that I feel is quite important in my trips is that when I'm walking, I'm walking. That is part of what builds your character in this kind of adventures, let's say. My feet feel really good today. I'm expecting the muscle fever to kick in only tomorrow, and today I feel like a new person, like nothing happened. So yeah, hello, good morning. Here we go. A nice view of some of the mountains around here and a village underneath. It's really hard to capture somehow in a video the beauty of just walking down a road like this for an extended period of time. Might seem like boring to some, but to me it's also like a form of appreciating something that is mundane and beautiful at the same time. Yeah. Over the last couple of weeks I've been in some kind of destructive mode, looking to trash and to be trashed, and it was something that was really stronger than I've ever experienced before, and made me make some very big life choices that I would not normally make. And yesterday when I found this stone at the waterfall, it kind of reminded me of this image that I've seen in one of my trips, where there was this witch that was being burned at the stake. Hello! And she was being burned, and I was looking at this inner stone that I had found next to a river. Like it was like an image that was a movie that was being projected on that stone. And yesterday when I found that stone at the river, I felt like somehow this witch started talking to me, and she was quite spooky in the beginning, sort of telling me things like she's my master and that, yeah, that she feasts on bones and stuff like this, which was weird. But at the same time, right now I'm starting to realize that this is actually the force, this destructive force that I've been feeling. A very strong moment of me to integrate this inner witch, or whatever you want to call it, just like who kind of reminds me also of the Hindu trinity of Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva, where you have the creator, the preserver and the destroyer, which are considered of equal importance when it comes to the universe functioning and life continuing, and yeah, and creation. So here we are approaching the famous abandoned hotel in Bedugul. Something eerie about it. There's no furniture. There are some plants growing on the balcony. An amazing view actually. Look at this. So here I am on the top floor of the abandoned hotel, of the house of unconditional love from my shamanic trips. Yeah, what I'm finding is that that feeling of just walking on your own in there, and the sense of it looks like it would have been nice, you know, and this view is pretty fantastic, but still there's nobody in there. Just like unconditional love, everybody's wishing on paper for this kind of amazing view and amazing hotel, but no one really comes to visit it. But there's nothing for me here. I can feel it. And you know how I feel it? By looking at this. This is where I belong. This is where my love belongs. In the wild, as it comes. This is where the beauty is. Here we go! A time has come to celebrate. To have a feast with these beautiful strawberries here. And you might ask, what is this feast about? And it's about what I uncovered in the abandoned hotel. I feel like whatever I needed to heal, whatever I needed to deal with in terms of my personal and spiritual kind of traumas and problems is dealt with now. And yeah, and I'm ready to move forward and to live fully, to play, to enjoy, to suffer whatever comes. I'm willing and able to accept it from now on. As the power of ritual, I feel that I've come a long way to here, but it's good to be able to have a moment where you step back and you take that call and you're conscious and aware of it, rather than just going with the flow. So there we go, continuing my feast. I want to show you this forest. Gentlemen, Lake Bratan. A moment of truth is approaching. By the map, I couldn't tell whether this was a good road for me to take, because there's a botanical garden that is on the way, and I'm not sure where the entrance is. So, but still, this is the shortest path to the peak that I want to climb. So I took it, although a woman told me it was broken, whatever that means. So now we're going to see if I can make it inside from here. Okay, so I've officially broken into the Bali Botanic Garden. There wasn't the booth. There was a way that seemed like I was not the first person that has used it, so I hope I make it to the ticketing office and make this a little bit more legal. Good news, I found myself a cool hat. Maybe I use it like this. Or maybe it's like this. I have no clue how to use it, but I will figure it out. Starting to climb Gunung Tapak. Bulgarians will laugh at this one. Jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. So here we go, 50 meters to the top, and we see some clouds passing by. Ooh, made it to the peak. There is some nice flowers here, There is a tree. There is not too much of a view, I think, because it's cloudy, but also because there is a lot of forest. Just find a place to lie down and do a shamanic trip. I just had my trip and I feel cold, but also very good because I know everything I need to know now, and I've already started what I'm creating. Basically, my intention was to see what I want to create more clearly and take any steps that are needed for me to get started and begin. And I got two very important messages. One is that I should create out of dirt. Sit down, get dirty, become dirt. And the second major lesson was that I have to pay the price of love for what I'm doing. That love is abundant, so there is not that big of an issue for me. Oh, and one more thing. I received a message that in order for me to create what I want, I have to take up the habit of breaking it regularly, as often as I can, because this is the only way it's gonna grow. And yeah, and also that I should meditate on a state of being that is the state of knowing everything I need to know. My taxi. The things I got as a message in my trip was that I should get myself an orange to complete my ritual. And actually I got off from the taxi in order to look for young peanuts because they were super delicious. And I couldn't find them, but then I saw oranges and I was like, oh my god, I had almost forgotten about the orange. Happy to be going back home and getting started with stuff. So I made it back home. It's been an incredible day. To kind of take one thing with me from it, I think that would be the idea that if you want to grow anything, can be yourself, can be your relationship, can be a business, can be whatever, you have to be willing to break it regularly. And that part of you that breaks it, in my case, my inner witch, is something that you don't just accept as part of you. It's something that you want and you nourish if you want to grow. It's been a huge insight for me, and I'm going to celebrate it with this orange that is symbolizing the completion of my journey and of an older version of me that I no longer need. So I'm going to destroy this orange.